Okay, hello everybody. Today it's another going through my comics. I got the Transformer mess sorted out. I'm all out of the bag. Ready to the date. That's not a camera so. But this is my crossover pile, so it's G.I. Joe Transformers, Archie sort of stuff. Then pile should be fairly Star Trek, Star Wars, easy stuff to sort. Transformers, G.I. Joe, times they did stuff. DC Marvel crossovers. This is probably DC whatever else. A lot of this will be DC Marvel. I might put these ones. This is DC sort of G.I. Joe too, so I might. Too. So this sort of pile, as you can see, is fairly easy to into. Down, so get that. G.I. Joe. No. I finally said it. I didn't catch myself. Basically that. Why I got this? It's got no cover. Yeah, we're going to assume it's 140. So we're going to all of it. Up next, we'll this is for the. So we have two sets of GI transformers here. Not know where issue 1 is. Set. Four. Which one of these? But these are all Miller. I'm going to actually take a picture of those. So number 1 might have got ruined and I threw it out for some reason. Or hey, John. How are you? All Mike Miller stuff. I know you're not really into Mike, but Transformer stuff he do, Transformer G.I. Joe stuff he drew. I'm just sorting my crossover stuff. Not there's a lot to sort here. Archie. Punisher meets Archie. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meets Archie. What's the F Moose? So, next up we have our DC Marvel crossover stuff. jail. This is the amalgam thing where they combine them, so access. This is over stuff. DC versus Marvel. This is just access. Any access stuff over. Bruce Batman. There's a lot of these amalgam things. They're only one issues. Hopefully this is. I'm just gonna put the order because we're done. Order. It's just looks boring. For you, yes it is, John. There are some people that is very much into this, especially if I went more into the books themselves, open them up, and I'm more than willing to do that for anybody that's wants that. What's your favorite Archie story? Oh wow. That's hard to narrow down. So man. Try. I don't know how many Archie stories I've read. And I'll show it in a second. Three, two. So I'm missing 4 from that. JLA Avengers. Tell me the story. It's been a while since I've read Archie. Tell it, what do you? Batman. Batman. 2. There's all those. Hey Marcus, hey. You know what? Just for the sake of it right now, I'll say the teenage meet Archie. That was a good story. Okay, so here's my Star Trek, Star Wars pile. Some of this stuff is not in good shape. Okay, so let's see, this is in order. Tell me about that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came to Riverdale and they met Archie and the gang. Is that good enough for you? This modular. Voyager. Why are the Star Treks? Just because they were. I see that deep. I see you. I don't remember what happens. Yeah, it's a thick pile just because I have these nice thick ones here, which I've been getting at the dollar store when I can afford. They do some older, some of the new stuff, and then they got some old gold tree in the back. Graphic novel collections based on different things. And they say a volume on the back, and that's how I am ordering them, not necessarily ordering them in like this. You would think would be box because that Pike. You can't tell me. No, I can't. Dillard. And just because they were sci-fi, and when I was Marcus, I was sorting my comics into DC, Marvel, Archie, Independent. I just decided to put Star Trek and Star Wars in the same one because they're space related. I guess that's the best for two major sci-fi series. And there was very few of them ultimately. Suck at liking comics. Do you know how long ago I read an Archie Dillard? It's been 3 or 4 years. And then before that, it's been really dark. Issue 2, 1. See? There we go. Doesn't matter how long since memorable. Yep. Archie was back then, each issue had like 2 or 3 stories in it. Okay, so these are Impact Comics. It's all the same brand name. They were put out by DC and they were based on Archie superheroes. To be fair, he never tells us what he thinks. He shows he goes. I usually tell you what I think. I don't tell you details. I don't give spoilers. I have movie reviews and stuff. I once won an Archie TBP forward by Stephen King. Back in 2. That's the only sweepstake. So let's see. Jaguar, Shield, Black Hood, Crucible, Web, Shield, Fly, I bet Marcus can tell us an Archie story. Jaguar. Here, Betty and Archie goes out with Betty. Veronica gets mad. Veronica does something to Betty, and they still are friends in the end. Are Impact and Archie one and the same? No. Impact was put out by DC. Impact is owned by DC, but these characters like the Comet, Jaguar, the Shield, Black Hood, Fly, Web are all Archie superhero characters. DC rented them, for lack of a better way of saying it. Plus, other characters that are part of the Archie superhero genre. Like Fireball. And they made up a few for the line, but all the Archie characters that are in this stuff, they do not own. It's not like a Red Circle and Archie or Blue Ribbon. Or the other imprints. Archie has had before they became Archie. Or even the imprint that they put out recently for their superheroes again. Tell you a story about the time Betty and Veronica crossed paths with Red Sonja. and Vampirella. Rick, you are the absolute tongue stars. You should. Yeah, I'm sure. Now, in Archie's Jaguar, he's usually a guy with a red suit. I do like this Jaguar better, though. I like this fly better, too. It really flies. Rick tried to tell a story on the fly. It was entertaining. Crusaders. 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 The shield. Shield. Just put that there because it's comment and not the stuff you use. Comment. Web. Jaguar. Jaguar. Could. Comment. 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 You should work. Hey, not that I hate to. I don't like spoilers. Hey, Chad. Okay, so let's see. Last of this to come out. And there's the fewest. Actually, we're going to put the winter special, although it's probably near the front on the bottom. I'm beginning. Oh, you've seen a few stories. We'll do Black Hood. Crucible. Crucible. It was after. Well, seeing as how written, well, I'll say over 20. I got some other people do some writing, so I think they maybe wrote 5. Put the end on the bottom. Looks like you're sitting on gold. Like some of those comics could work. Yeah, possibly. Somehow, unfortunately, I doubt it. And you haven't seen my. I haven't gotten into DC or Marvel or my Archie, although some of the few of those are not in conditions. Actually, very bad condition. Where I should put the annual. Writing is not. If writing a story isn't telling a story, then what is it? You have to tell the story through your writing. Webcam glass. Do you have any Valiant? I have a couple Valiant. Maybe they were. I went through any other stuff that I had earlier for that. This is getting into the last of my quote unquote independent comics. Yeah, but it's writing a story. Thus, you're telling a story through writing. Especially for something like comic books or whatever. If you're writing something that's another. If you're writing an essay, maybe for school or something like that, yeah, might not. I probably wouldn't consider that writing. But you're trying to say writing isn't telling a story, and if I'm telling the story of how writing a story of what's happening, comic book, writing how something happens to a character in a comic book, writing, or not telling a story. I do have a Man of War. I have a Mangus robot fighter. Yeah. I'll go out of my way. Although this isn't one of the things you mentioned in Future Comics, got it on Free Comic Book Telex. There is a Man of War by Malibu. By Malibu Protectors. Shadowhawk by Image. Oh, and I also have a Nightman too. And there's my Mangus Robot Fighter. Daddy, tell me a story. Down and type. Not necessarily. That is one way of telling. There's more than one way of telling. A story. Tell a story by typing it out, or you can by speaking it out. Say that you can't tell a story by typing it out. Writing it out for it is not being honest. To say that I haven't written stories. Yeah, but you're asking me to tell a story about Archie that I don't remember. I don't think any of the short stories that Archie told left an impact on me. Malibu is basically because I like the story. You have piles of books of Archie. Why do you keep buying? Well, I haven't bought an Archie book in I don't know how long. Probably when I started getting into superheroes, I pretty much stopped buying Archie except for the odd one. And now I'm even only buying the odd one for comic book or superhero stuff. The most I buy lately has been the independent stuff. Have you read all the books? I'd say 90%. There's a few I know I haven't read. Chad? I recently bought Paul. Like I got Lone Star recently. I got Tribulation Force. I got Packham's Land. I've got a couple other ones that are still. Rick books you never read. I might eventually. Question is, why do you keep normal answer? Why not? Whether you're current. Well, come narratives. Well, and the fact that I've actually written some comic books may not be purchased, I would say speaks otherwise. You can actually tell a narrative. These ones here, I've read every single one more than once. Some of my independent stuff I haven't. My Archies, I probably read I think I've read every single one. There's only one of them in the digest that's 1,000 pages I haven't read. Probably 99% of my Marvels, I'm pretty sure I've read every single one. And same with my DC. Some of my independent stuff I haven't read. So I'm saying 90% I was generous, for lack of a better word. So I probably read like 98 or 99% of every single comic I own. Yeah, well, I'm talking to people, John. I bought a lot of books at Wolves of Witcher, the Shotgun. Don't feel bad. I don't. A lot of ways I know John is messing with me, but a lot of times I'm just, how shall we say, straightforward. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Well, I'm usually straightforward. Two of those. Okay, later, John. So, this here is all impact. Not that you can see the size of it. Let's see if I can. That's all impact in basic order. The only thing that would be, well, in order of comic book, if I went by month, it would be slightly different, but that's quite a gamble. I haven't long since. Okay, so this is my wizard collection. Some of it doesn't have numbers on, so I'm gonna try and sort it out by number 18, 32, 1, 20, 3, 30, 31, 79, 142, that is. Never actually ever organized my wizards by number. 140. I love that. This is just December 9th. I have no. This might be a special one too. So that's all the main ones. The special stuff I've got is there's no number on this one. This is 97, so oh, this is an actual comic. I think this went with this. Let me get these in order. If you want, I can go through the wizards. I just want to get the. I'll put this premiere with. Where's your Michael Bendis books? I do have them, believe it or not, because I do have a lot of what's the name? Ultimate Spider-Man. wasn't it? $94. So I'm going to put this for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have every single Ultimate Spider-Man, Marcus, which we probably won't get into today. As up next on the list is my Archie stuff. $19.99. No, I do not have Squirrel Girl. That would be sacrilege. Okay, so these are the special stuff. I'll just put those on top, but this could be a special one too with nothing on it. But yeah, I'm gonna put it with the special stuff. So yeah, we have, this is issue 82 from 98. She's back. And she is back because he had a campaign on for her. This is back when Superman had electrical powers. Behind the 8-ball, schools of Man in the Iron. Standards. No, this is for Thor. The Mighty Thor. Then there's she. I think by she they mean she, you know. Not is that Kelsey? That is something else. That is what movie was Sacrilege? Of course, this is Star Wars action figures. Oh, that. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yeah, but Spawn, Fathom. Shaking Up Spidey. Let's see. Purion, Squadron Supreme. Oh, Tangent Part 2. I like that Tangent universe. Last Man Standing. I like these little things. Batman versus Daredevil. That's why I like, what's the name of it? I know Metal says the winner, the precluded winner is a little biased on, Death Battle, apparently. School Days. Avalon Sting. Or Stein? Captain Excelsior Theodore. Marvel Zone. Read the last man standing. Okay. Batman, the Dark Knight detective. Daredevil, a man without fear. They're two men who have had their lives shaped early on by the murder of their parents, or parent in Daredevil, and became vigilantes to make sure that happened. What happened to them wouldn't happen to anyone else. Both reveal only their chins in their one-color jammies, rely on gadgets to get them out of tight spots. Bat has his high-tech vehicles and utility belt. Daredevil has a stick and a rope with a rope in it, and are masters of multitude of diverse fighting styles. The difference between the two? Daredevil's as blind as a bat. So instead of eyesight, Daredevil's five senses are pumped up to inhuman levels, where he can read a person's heart skip a beat when he or she lies, can read the ink indentations on a paper with his fingertips, and has a nifty radar-like sense that allows him to see a full 360 degrees around his body. Batman? No superpowers. Just the keenest, most analytical mind in the DC or any other universe. You should load these scans. A lot of people with magazines. It'll get you a lot of followers. Cool. The winner, the fastest, the more agile Daredevil may be on the offensive at first, but he doesn't stand a chance against Batman's most powerful weapon, his brain. After a few minutes of combat, Batman's gonna deduce that Daredevil's blind, a barrage of sonic blasts, heat flares, and a handful of batarangs to drive that radar sense crazy. And senses overwhelmed Daredevil falls to the blows handed by the surgical precision of the Dark Knight detective. Yeah, I could scan these in, that's for sure. Maybe I'll keep them out. Daredevil should won. They probably have a bias or whatever. The man in the iron mask. So that ringside. Under pressure. Believe it or not, they're just rings. Eric Larson. Cow in stores now. Wildcat turns 50. Extreme bias indeed. Ascension. Although I might have bet on Batman too. Basic training, teaching you how to draw and stuff. This was a good thing. I should have paid more attention to it. Drawing boards, people putting in fan art. Omega Green. And then Howard the Hulk. And then stuff on figurine stuff and video games. Toy Fair. And then, of course, comic book guide at the back. Thing there. Maybe I'll go through these a little bit more a little bit by a little bit. Buffy. I wouldn't mind getting the whole collection of these. I'll go through them one by one right now so you can see the covers a little bit easier. Superman. This must have been while they were doing the crossover between DC and Marvel. A Darkness Batman crossover. The Invisible Man, the Red Dawn, Tomorrow Night, the Wizard class. Tug of War. Back to the Future. What Batman Beyond and 4 other comics. Oh, the other thing that I really liked that they did in these sometimes was a casting call. Well, there we go. Batman Beyond and Spider-Girl. That's what I should do. I should go and read these. Do a short little clip of reading these from these last man standings that I have. That'd be neat. Let's see. 21st Century Foxes. Hot babes, cool hearts. A new wave of bad girls bad girls sets its sights on the comic scenes. Black Widow. Not so new, really. Batgirl. Again, not so new, but, Cassandra Cain one. Laura Croft. Fairly new, especially at the time. Aphrodite 9. Yeah, new. Madeline. Probably new. And Harley Quinn at the time, yeah, definitely new. Hey, Mom. Yeah, I've got a few issues of the Spider-Girl comics, too, as well. Getting it online. Chris Claremont. A 9-year absence, ex-guru Chris Claremont returns to write the X-Men, but 2 new members. 2 new members. Can he deliver the goods? That was from Top Cow. Casting call, Justice League movie, JLA movie. Let's see who they had for who. David James Elliott as Batman, Bruce Wayne. Brandon Fraser as Superman. As we know, he did end up playing Superman. And plays the Atom right now. And actually, in Crisis, he just played Superman again. Arnold Vosloo as Martian Manhunter. Dolph Lundgren as Aquaman. Eric Close as Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. Carrie Ann Moss as Wonder Woman. And Matthew McConaughey. I think that's Wally West. So. And Plastic Man, Jim Carrey. Yeah, Jim Carrey would make a good Plastic Man. Although, the guy that they've got playing Elongated Man in The Flash looks a lot like Jim Carrey, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, not Brandon Roth plays. Oh, sorry. My bad. Edward Norton as the Atom. John Malkovich as Ra's al Ghul. Billy Zane as Lex Luthor. Yeah, he looks like... So many people with similar names sometimes. Ron Allard as Prometheus and Jason Lee as the Joker. And Jim Carrey, as you probably know, is Canadian. He's actually from around around the area, close to where I live. He's like town away, which is attached at the hip. Top 10 technological disasters in comics. Ultron, Sentinels, Armor Wars, Vision tries to take over the world, Terminators, Spider Clones, Cosmic Cube, Cygor, Pluto, and Herbie. Yeah, I know we almost had Nicolas Cage as Superman. That looked scary. Crashes the series. Oh. Market wide. Oh, this month featuring Stan Lee, man. Hot seat. This would be expose Secretary Secrets from the X-Men movie set. Yes. Oh, there's a cross-gen. Cross-gen Chronicle. Starstruck. Wonder Twin powers activate! Form of... Superman Gen 13. Professor X surrounded by 3 sexy Comic relief. Wizard presents comics funniest moments. Octane style. Well, great expectations. Cartoons, comics, and curve. Eruptor. I wonder if the site still exists. www.eruptor.com. ERUPTOR. Dr. Doom. An advertisement for MasterCard. A robotic servant made in your image. $11 million. A nuclear power time platform. $740 million. Foolproof plan that won't be spoiled by that insolent Reed Richards. Priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Casting call. Wizard cast the midget movie. Ganthet. Troll. Underboss. Pip the Troll. Oh, we also had Puck. Oberon. More drawing lessons. You sounded like Claw. You said Dr. Doom. It's not around, but the site is for sale. Oh, cool. Drawing board. Toys. Sculptures. Ultimate first look. I've got most of that. I don't know what happened to my issue 2. Last Man Standing. Wonder Woman versus Wonder Man. Definitely some neat stuff in these. Wolverine's origins revealed. Bum, 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 bum. That was not as exciting as it could have been. There's a Wonder Woman. Alex Ross, Wonder Woman's. Holidays buyer guide inside. Dude, for such a time as this, holiday hot stuff. Battle of the Planets by Alex Ross. Origin. Green Arrow, Elektra, Punisher, Shadow Reaver, Pilgrim. I'm a fan of the Ultimates. Right? Nick Fury. The Outer Limits. Stargate. Casting call for a Hellboy movie. Well, that's where Abe Sapien gets his name. Okay. Yes, he is. I love Alex Ross's stuff. He's the guy that comes up with the concept, says, I want this person to write it, and I'll draw it, and DC and Marvel says, sure. He's the guy that can dictate his, as far as I'm concerned, or I could be wrong, of course, but I think he can dictate projects. Astro Boy. That Nick Fury looks a little bit like, what's his name? David Hasselhoff. I didn't. Let me try. Yep. He is good. Vin Diesel as Hellboy. That could be a good book. As you can see, I didn't get every single issue. Yeah, I know. He did. Nice Thunder. I'm not going to go through them all at the moment. If you guys want, I can go through these all at some point. A little bit more in depth. Do that. Sorry. X-Men 2, Hulk, and Daredevil. Another G-Force versus Thundercats. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. 3 free comic previews. Phasing. Green Lantern's Hero Clip figurine. All this stuff is cool. The Bendis Bunch. Hulk, Spidey, Daredevil. And I have no idea. Anybody else have who these guys are? That might be Black Widow or Mary Jane. Oh, does it say here? Clockwise. Oh, that's Wolverine. Not the green light. I thought it was saying Wolverine, Spider-Man. Christian Walker, Jessica Jones, Gwen Stacy, Ian Pilgrim, Mary Jane Watson. Bendis has his own center square. Yeah, it was back when politics, people in this sort of community, yeah, you had your politics, but you didn't go and slam it over people's head. Or you didn't think too much down on somebody because they voted a different way. Now we're just crazy. That's Ultimate Wolverine. I like that. That is Hyperion. Is that? Mega Man #1. Cool. Top comic book movies of all time. They start at 50. Batman and Robin. Now, let's see. When was this book done? August 2003. Yeah, it pretty much is. So, this is before we had the 10 years of Marvel. So we got number 50 is Batman and Robin, Steel 49, Red Sonja 48, Virus 7, Fantastic Four, the TV movie 46, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, Conan the Destroyer 44, Captain America 43, Tank Girl 42, Supergirl 41, The Crow 2, City of Angels, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, Crow 3, Salvation, Superman 3, Batman Forever, Barbed Wire, Judge Dredd. That's the one with Stallone in it, I believe. Return of Swamp Thing, Bulletproof Monk, Men in Black 2, Spawn, The Punisher. Is that starring? This is 1989. By Dolph Lundgren, I think, maybe? Or starred. So, probably the first Punisher movie ever. I guess that's not too bad. Howard the Duck, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Mystery Man, Batman Return. Sorry. Punisher was 29. Howard the Duck was 28. 27, Teenage Mutant Ninja. Yeah, Tank Girl made it. She was, number 42. Number 26, Mystery Man. 25, Batman Return. 24, Swamp Thing. 23, Batman. 22, Daredevil. You gotta remember, this was like 2003 and before, so we didn't have a lot of the good ones we have nowadays. If it was the top 50, probably 3/4 of this list would not be on this list. Maybe even 90%. They didn't have a lot to go with back then. 21, Time Cop. 20, Conan the Barbarian. 19, The Mask. 18, Blade 2. 17, From Hell. 16, American Splendor. 15, The Crow. 14, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Phantom Menace, I don't think would be considered a comic book movie. But 13, Batman, Mask of the Phantasm. 12, Men in Black. 11, Akira. 10. Number 10 is Blade. Number 9, Batman. Number 8, The Rocketeer. Number 7, Ghost World. Number 6, X-Men. Number 5, Road to Perdition. Number 4, Superman. Number 3, Superman 2. Number 2, Spider-Man. What do we have for number 1? Bum, 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 bum. X-Men 2, United. X-Men United. Hey, I didn't make it. Want to know more about Akira and Road Purdue? Come on, say it. This is Akira. Come on, say it with us. Tashusho, with the manga clocking in at over 2,000 pages. It's a straight book to film adaptation and would have had a running time of roughly 2 months. However, director and Akira creator Kasha Otoba keeps the best parts of what made the manga resolving around government experiments on children with a cult classic sex, drugs, and motorcycle gang. In a post-apocalyptic Tokyo, the animation still holds up in these digital times, especially the high-speed motorcycle fight sequence. Blah, blah, blah. No, Red Road to put it. Oh, right here. Yeah, they gave it a bigger article. I don't think I'm gonna... Release date July 12th, 2002. Read Spidey Man. Cast Tobey Maguire. Cool factor. Superman made fans believe a man could fly, but Spider-Man made fans believe a boy could swing, leap, and spin his way to box office success. Assembling a star-driven ensemble cast, director Sam Raimi strove to keep his adaptation of Spider-Man mythos as close as he could to the comics, while updating the story for a new generation of fans. From Peter Parker's first scenes as the goofy, introverted high school science geek to the awe-inspiring battles with the Green Goblin, Raimi, and the comic nailed the film for both comic novices and hardcore fanboys. I disagree with that. Yeah, but was Ghost in a Shell the movie that you're talking about out before August 2003? Marcus? But Spider-Man wasn't just a succession of slugfests. One of the most touching aspects of the film was the development of the love story between Peter Parker and Mary Jane. But just as MJ finally reveals her true feelings to Spider-Man's alter ego, the young hero learns the greatest lesson of all. He can't let anyone in. I'm not sure whether that's the greatest lesson of all. Whatever life holds in store for me, I will never forget these words. With great power comes great responsibility. Laments Parker, this is my gift. My curse. Who am I? I am Spider-Man! Okay, I don't know. I'm not actually going to read the did you know part. Because I know they recently came out with a Ghost in the Shell one. I think live action, though. Oh, Joe Quesada. Wonder what he had to say back then compared to what he says nowadays. And of course, X-Men 2. Top 10 comics you've never read. Yeah, he was a good Norman Osborn, but I don't think he made. I don't like the suit that they gave the Green Goblin in that. Nice action figure, superhero suit. Amazon. Seeing what's happened to her, she's gotten a little wacky. I think she's even in jail. Law and Order. Where is Law and Order? Top 10 comics. '72. The Great Unknown. Number 10, The Last Avengers Story, 1995. G.I. Joe, Volume 1, 94 through 96. I got one of those comics. I showed it. I showed it earlier. From 89, Lex Luthor, The Unauthorized Biography. I actually wanted that, but I never got it. Number 8. Batman, Holy Terror. 1991. Pride and Joy, 1997. Sandman, Mystery Theaters. Number 41 through 44. 96. The Spectre, Volume 1, 1 through 12. 90. No, it's not creators, it's just comics. The top 10 comics you never read. Or did I say under? Or do you want me to read about each book? They are long, some of the others. JSA Liberty Files 1 and 2. Starman, number 2. 11, 1990. Strike Force Moriarty 1 through 8. 86 through 87. Finish the list. I did. You guys are a few seconds behind. What do you think of that list? Back on. Yeah, sure. Although, did any of these involve the X-Men? Bargain bin. Oh, under top 10 underrated creators. Okay, I'll read this. Dan. Okay, all right, it starts here. Sorry. Sorry, I missed that. One. Oh, underrated, top 10 underrated characters. Okay, I see what you meant. Okay, Firestorm, number 1, Firestorm. 2, Moon Knight. 3, Count Nefaria. 4, Gavaton. 5, Tiger Shark. 6, Stingray. 7, Sunfire. 8, Union Jack. 9, Nova. And 10, Metamorpho. Underrated creators. 1, Dan Abernethy and Andy Lanning. 2, Frank Chow. 3, Darwin Cook. 4, Chris Cross. 5, Scott Hanna. 6, Greg Land. 7, Michael Lark. 8, Tim Levins. 9, Rags Morales. And 10, Damian Scott. Well, it wasn't. He might have been better known at that point by 2003. You got to remember this is 2003 too, so some ways that's the hardest part, trying to put yourself back sometimes. What was going on, and who was around, and who was what. And they've only got 10 spots, so not that I know all the creators myself back then, or books or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to put the wizard away for now. Trigon target. What's this? Okay, so I think that's about it for now because Rick, can you win 10,000 inside? What do you mean? Because my next project to do is Archie. And sorry about this. That is. Sorry about the mess there. A little bit bigger pile. It'll probably take the 2 hours or close to it that I want to keep these down in, these segments. My first segment was 4 hours, and I didn't mind doing that. Although my Marvel and DC ones are going to be a little bit longer. Well, actually, I'll still even break those down into 2 hours. But you didn't have to take that away, Marcus. But yeah, Archie's 2 stacks. That's going to be crazy. I might end up sitting on the floor for that one again, because those are bigger stacks. All this stuff so far has been able to fit on my table, and I've been just had enough room. But I think with Archie, I'm gonna have to have more stacks out in front of me, pile things in to organize. So, I might do one of those tomorrow afternoon. I'm not sure. It's cool seeing all that. And now that I'm also getting all this stuff organized, I might do something on Saturdays or something like that. Just dealing with old comics or whatever. Going over stuff. Yeah. Hey, Lady Celtic Moon. You missed a lot of it. I'm almost ending now. I sorted my Impact, my Star Trek, Star Wars, my Transformer. No, my crossover stuff. Went through some Wizard magazines. Oh, no problem. Lady Celtic Moon. Yeah, just finishing up. I gotta figure out how to stack all my. But yeah, it's been fun doing this, and like I said, we've got a little bit more stuff to go, and hopefully once I get this done, stuff a little bit a different way. Starting comics, it'll be something else now. But I know this isn't fun for all people. I'm hoping this will draw people in, sorting my comics. Some of you guys out there like seeing all this old stuff. Just let people know. So I guess, like I said, that's about it. So I'm gonna say bye for now. We'll catch you all on the flip side. If not tomorrow, first going through Archie. Then I will be back on Monday for High Noon. We will be doing the fan art contest, the weekly one. It's posted on the top of Twitter if you want to go check me out there. Yeah, I'd say greatest time. So if you want to participate in that, you can win a signed trading card for free. So, bye for now. God bless. Love y'all all. Have a great and awesome weekend. Yeah.